Hi, I Sakshi Arora, Research Associate, International School of Business Management, Suresh Kendra University, Jaipur. So, today's we are going to understand about the recruitment. What is the recruitment? So, in this lecture, we will cover this list of the contents, meaning of the recruitment, steps in recruitment process, recruitment policy, recruitment organization, sources of recruitment, and methods of recruitment. Definition. Recruitment is the process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating and encouraging them to apply for the job. So, according to Flippo EB 9080, what he said in that through this definition, recruitment is the process. So, process about searching, find out the effective employee, potential employee that who can apply for the job, for they have the stimulating and the encouraging apply for the particular job. Recruitment is a process to discover the sources of manpower to meet the requirement of staffing schedule. So recruitment is a process. It is a processor where through that organization can find out the sources. Otherwise, it is a very difficult from where we can identify, we can find out the main part which we require for the particular organization task and to employ effective measures for attracting that manpower in adequate number to facilitate effective selection of an efficient working force according to Yoder D. ETL 1972. So basically the recruitment is the process about attracting the employee towards the organization. The basic purpose of the recruitment is the main part in provide in the actual number that provide the effective selection for the efficient in working force means the those who are working in the organization for achieving the organization goals. Recruitment needs are three types. So through this we can understand these have the three types of the needs. First one has a plan arises from the changes in the organization and retirement policy. So we know that nothing is a permanent. Arises, changes comes, occurs in the organization due to retirement, due to death, due to other reasons. So firstly, we have to plan for that. Unexpected. Like suppose sometime any employee give the resignation due to death, due to accident and illness. This is the unexpected. So through that recruitment also required. Anticipated means for the we can anticipate, we can prediction about the future refers to those movements in personnel which an organization can predict by studying trends in the internal and external environment. Through the internal and external environment, we can understand what is the demand and supply in the organization right now. So according to that, we can predict. We can predict by the studying trends. We can find out, we can recruit by the internal and the external environment. We can fill that vacancy. Features of recruitment. What are the features of a recruitment? It is a process rather than a single act or event. It is not like that it is a one day of event or any single act. It is a process. It is a procedure. Through that we have to fulfill the vacancy basically. Linking activity as it brings together the employer and prospective employees. Linking, that means the relationship between all the employees and the employer bring together for doing a particular task. Positive activity to seek out eligible person from which suitable one are selected. So in this recruitment process, this is a very positive process rather than the selection because we know selection is a negative process. Just find out about the person who are eligible, who are suit for that particular job. that to be that person will be selected by this process. Next, we have to locate the sources of people required to meet job requirement. Like what type of the sources, through that we can find out the people, those who require the particular job, those who want to apply, through that we can attract that type of the candidates. Ability to match jobs to suitable candidates. Like suppose suitable candidate, suitable is like they have the chances to meet about the particular they can fit or not, because they should be eligible, they have the ability for performing the particular task, they should have the proper qualification, they have the according to their job description and the specification for performing a particular task. A two-way process between recruiter and the recruited. It is a two-way process when the recruiter and the recruited. In which the two person, the recruiter and the recruited. So we can say this is a two-way process. A complex job that involves lots of factors like image of the company, nature of the job offers, organizational policies, and the working condition, etc. So the complex job is not like it is a very difficult to performing any job at anywhere. It involves lots of the factor. Whenever the any employee who wants to apply in any organization, so what are the factors keep in mind while applying for a particular job? Like what is the image of the company? What is the nature of the job offered? What type of the organization policies framed by a particular organization, because every organization has a different policies. Under that condition, every employee do the work basically. Recruitment process. So first is it started from the definition and the requisition, then the sources, communication of information, identifying prospective employees, encouraging and attracting applicants. The last one is candidate assessment. Steps in the recruitment process. So it is started from the requisition. Requisition contain the details about the position to be filled, number of the person to be recruited. That means firstly we have to identify ki, like what are the criteria, on which basis what are the demand and the supply in the organization. So according to that, we can identify the person number, like what type of the position to be filled, number of the person that should be recruited for the particular job, developing and location sort of sources. That means both internal and the external. Developing of and location of the sources. Like we have the two criteria. Through that, we can understand about, we can recruit the person from the internal and the external also. Communicating the information of the organization to acquire prospective employee. So if through that, if any employee that we can fill the vacant from the internal, we can hire from them. If we like that we should we need to hire the employee from the outsources, from the external environment, so we can do that, acquire the prospective employee also. So we can communicate that information. Encouraging the identified candidates to apply for the job. So we can, through that applicant, through that application, recruitment application, we can easily identify which employee is suitable for that job, which is not, because all the things are mentioned there, but organization will take the final decision after the interview. Analyzing and evaluating the effectiveness of recruitment process by candidate progression. So the last, we can analyze, we can evaluate what are the effectiveness. We can, through that we can hire, recruit that employee. So that should be the process by the candidate progression. That's because we know key the productivity of the organization that is depend on the employees. So we can make it effective. Elements of the recruitment process. What are the elements that should be required for a recruitment process? First, we have the recruitment policy, recruitment organization, developing sources of the recruitment, methods of the recruiting. So we read what type of the recruitment policy is that for recruiting a person, it specifies the objective of recruitment and provide a framework for the implementation of the recruitment program. So, what are the basic objectives behind the recruitment that provide the framework, like the structure of the organization, the structure of the recruiting the particular employee? Under that, you can recruit the employee so that they can implement after the framework, after deciding the objective, framing the framework of the recruitment. After then, they can implement their recruitment program. So what type of the implementation will be done by the organization? It involves enriching the organization human resources by filling vacancy with the best qualified people. So enriching means the organization human resources by filling vacancy with the best qualified people, because every organization wants a quality person with the not a quantity. Okay, so the qualified people give their 100% for achieving the organization goals and to the needful also. Next, we have the attitudes towards recruiting handicaps, minority groups, women, friends, and relative of present employees. So it is not like that every organization wants a fit employee for their organization. It's not like that if we like suppose if any employee who recruit for the apply for the job, and he or she has any disability due to like any medical issue, but obviously we are the women, but it's not like that we hire that person, we recruit that person for keeping that thing in mind because we can select that person. Okay, no doubt she or he has a qualified and all the skills, but suppose the person will take too much leave, the absences, who will do the work in absence of behalf of his or her? So it will impact on the organization. So what type of the attitude towards recruiting like handicap, those who are the minority groups, the women, friends, relative of the person employee. So this type of the policy that is framed by the organization. Promotion from within, like every employee wants. It is not like if I started my job, so after 5 years I want a promotion. It's not like that ki after the 5 years I can see my future as the same designation with the same pay scale and the all responsibility. Everybody wants a promotion. Development of organizational system for implementing the recruitment program and procedure to be employed. If like that key, if any implementation, if any uh, changes are required for the recruitment program and any procedure to be employed, that should be developed by the organization system. General principles. General principles are recruitment policy involved which reflect the employer's commitment are to find and employ the best qualified person for each job. So every organization wants a best qualified person for each job, that means each designation and the task, to retain the most promising of those hired. Like it's not like that. How can we retain the employee? We can we what we promising when while recruiting the person, we should have to you can say we should fulfill that promising to that employee, so we can retain that. To offer promising opportunity for the lifetime working career, this is another thing, because it's like a permanent you are fixing your permanent working career in a same organization. To provide facilities and opportunity for personal growth on the job. Let's see, the growth of the organization we not depend on the employee, but whenever the employee has the experience and the different skills, because practice makes a man perfect, so automatically the person has the opportunity, the facility which is provided by the organization for personal growth while during the job time, during the work time in the organization. Factor affecting recruitment policy. So what type of the factor that affecting the recruitment policy? Organizational objectives, Organizational objectives may be changed, like it may be the short term, it may be the long term. It can be changed because we know personal policies of the organization and its competitor. According to the competitor, they can make the changes in their policies and their rules, regulation that may also impact on the recruitment. Government policy on reservation, preferred sources of the recruitment. We have the two sources, internal or external. What type of the sources is preferred by the organization, that can be also the factor affecting recruitment policy. Organization recruitment needs, every organization, it's not like that ki needs arises only a one day in a week, 1 week in a month. It's not like that, it is a continued process. Recruitment cost, it may be too much or less, that is depend the sources we are hired, recruited the employee from the internal or the external, that is depend on it. Financial implication also the another factor. Selection criteria and preference, every organization has a different selection criteria and the preference. According to that, these are the lots of the factors that affected on the recruitment policy. Prerequisite of a good recruitment policy, it should abide by the relevant public policy and legislation on hiring and employment relationship. Like public policy and legislation, hiring and employment relationship. Because we know it is like that ki every employee has to maintain the relationship. It's not like that ki only the top level workers have to maintain the relationship with the top level. Low level worker maintain the relationship with the low level. It's not like that. We have to mention, every employee has to mention the every maintain the relationship at every level of the employee. Provide employees with job security and continuous employment. Every employee in the private sector, basically, you can see the employee during the COVID. Every employee has the fear like that ki they will lose their job. The organization will continue or not. So this is the another prerequisite. Integrate organizational needs and employee needs. So both are the integrate organization needs and the employee needs. Employee needs is like that ki employee will give the 100% and organization will give the 100% to their employee. It's not like that ki you are giving the because they want a working job. It's not like that ki you are providing the too much workload and you are not paying according to their work. It's not like that. So that employee will continue in what will continue in that organization. Provide each employee with freedom and opportunity to utilize and develop knowledge and skills to the maximum possible extent. So freedom is not like that ki they can come and go according to them, but it's not like that ki they are restrictions. They have the restriction. They cannot utilize all the opportunities. They cannot develop their knowledge, their skills. Treat all employees fairly and equitably in all employment relationships. So we can find, you can find in every organization, many organization, you can see there is a bias between the employees. So it should not like the good behavior treating by their organization towards the employee. This should be the employees fairly and equitable behavior with every employment relationship. Provide suitable jobs and protections to handicapped women and the minority groups. If any job according to them, you can provide them. If they can suitable, they can suitable. You can protection to the handicapped women and minority groups also, because it's not like it, they don't have the skills. They have the advantage, they have the disadvantage, both of them. Encourage responsible trade union. So we can encourage those who have the trade responsible trade union. We can motivate them for achieving the towards the organization goal on a time. Be flexible enough to meet the changing needs of the organization, because it is not a flexible. Okay, like we can say कि once we have changed the in the policies of the organization, we will not change for the 5 years. This is not like that, but it should be flexible. Recruitment organization. We have the two types of the organization, centralized recruitment and the decentralized recruitment. Centralized recruitment. Under this personal department at the head office perform all the functions or recruitment. So centralized, like there is only the one personal department, the head of the particular department perform his activities, his duties, all the functions, all the recruitment. What is the advantages? It reduces the administrative cost by the consolidating all recruitment activity at one place. If suppose the one person who is doing the who is performing all the activity at one place, so obviously it will take the less time, it will not costly, it helps in better utilization of the specialist also, because through that the one person can know what type of the criteria, what are the recruitment policies, and what are the applicants. According to that, they can better utilization of the specialists in that particular area. It ensures uniformity in recruitment and selection of all type of employee, because the one person has the opportunity to identify the pool of the employees, what type of the uniformity is required, what type of the person that can be fulfill the backend, what are the needs of the organization. So according to that, they can recruit and selection from the all type of the pools. It facilitates interchangeability of staff between the different units and job. That is depend on the recruitment application, because of one person is no better rather than others. It relieves the line executive of the recruitment problem, thereby enabling them to concentrate on their operational activities. It believe on that ki the person, those who are like executives of the recruitment problem, that should be enabling them to concentrate. Like it's not like that they can easily concentrate on their operational activity rather than other activity, like any problem arise by them, they can easily they can easily solve them. It tends to reduce favoritism in recruitment and makes the recruitment process more scientific. So it's not like that, okay, this person is my favorite, so I will choose them, I will pick them. This is not like that. So it will make the recruitment process more scientifically, because logically, the person who is the head of the department as a central recruitment, he can hire, she can hire that person. Disadvantage: there is delay in recruitment, as operating units cannot recruit staff as a when required, because of one person is doing all the tasks, so it will take a delay in the decision also. The central office may not be fully familiar with the job required of the different units and the most suitable sources of the required staff, because we can say they know about all the things, they are not familiar with the job requirements, because they are the centralized. They don't know what type of the suitable sources are required for a suitable staff also. Recruitment is not flexible, because operating units lose control over the recruitment process, so it should not be the flexible, because due to the less control, there is a little bit control during the recruitment process. So this is a we can say the there is a two-person vacancy. The one person who is the host who is taking the interview. There's another person is the employee who is in his hand. You can see the CV. I am sorry, I am only hire married men. I like men who can take the criticism. So this type of the criteria, this type of the policy, not followed by the organization. Like only the married person we can hire. This is not like that. Sources of the recruitment: never be buried behind sticks of resumes again. Internal sources. So we can find what are the internal sources. Refers to the recruitment that takes place from within the organization. It includes like internal sources from where, like from the internal, like from the organization, we can recruit the person that can take the place within the organization only. We can choose from the organization. First we have the transfer and the promotion. Transfer implies shifting of employee from one job to another without any shift in change of responsibility. Whenever the one person wants a transfer, suppose you are working, the person A who is working in the like you can say the Pune, Okay, and after the 1 year, due to the family issue or any issue, he wants a transfer, and the same branch and the same responsibility designation is also available in the Jaipur, so the person can apply for the transfer. So the organization transferring the one person from the one job to another without any change of the responsibility, that means the task, the performance which is performed by the particular person, rather than we can understand the promotion. Promotion refers to shifting of an employee to a higher position, carrying higher status, responsibility, and a pay. When an organization give a promotion from a low designation to higher position, that means it's not like that they are providing the promotion, promoting that person with a lower status. They are carrying the with a higher status, with a higher responsibility, and the you can say the high pay scale. Retired and retrained employees who who want to return to company may be higher. Like we can see the many retired officer, IAS, many retired RS officer, those who we can find the apply for the job also in the private sector. Those who want to return company, they can maybe hire dependents and relative of deceased and the disabled employee. So that is depend on that. Like any relative, if I recommend someone, so they can also hire if he or she is suitable for that. Merits. What are the merits? Morale and motivation of employee employees. If suppose any organization find out that this employee we can recruit from the internally, so that will also increase the morale and motivation of the employee towards that organization, towards their work, towards their personal goal and the organization goals. Promotes loyalty and commitment amongst employee due to sense of job security and advancement. That means every employee in the basically the private sector has a fear about their job security in the advancement, so they will promote also the loyalty towards the organization. Chances of proper selection high. So obviously, it is also the chances begins highly selection of that particular employee for the high designation, high position. Present employees familiar with organization surrounding, because we know if we hire, if we recruit from the internal sources, so that employee already familiar because he or she has maybe the 2 3 year experience with that employee, with that particular organization. Time and expenditure for recruitment reduced because we didn't need to give the time training development of the particular employee for their towards the work, because he is already working with that employee, he's already familiar with that organization. Demerits fails to bring in fresh blood into organization. So this is a very we can say the loss for the organization, because everybody wants a fresh blood with the new technologies, with the new you can say the decisions. Promotion based on seniority, because who is the senior only they will promote. It's not like that. Choice in selection is restricted. That is also the another demerit. All vacancies can be filled from within the organization. This is another demerit. If organization is like that, they have the attitude, they have the behavior, we cannot fill all the vacancies from the within the organization, we can hire the employee from the outside. Not available to newly established enterprise, because they have to work for the same organization for the same employees. External sources. External sources of recruitment lie outside the organization. The input, what comes under the external sources? Educational institutions. Various companies visit many colleges which have made arrangement for the campus interview and the recruit candidates. Colleges like IITs, IIMs have a more than 100 famous company like Barclays, Boston Consultancy, Group coming and recruiting candidates. So we can find this happen with every college, with every educational institution, like placement provided by the company. Okay, So the campus drive will occur in the organization for hiring the student for the better placement by the organization towards the company. Recruiting agencies. Recruiting agency, there are basically various private consultancy from like Price Waterhouse Coopers, ABC Group, which recruit candidates on behalf of the client's company charging a fee. So according to on the basis of the fee, there are lots of the company we can see the Price Waterhouse Cooper. They also ABC Group we can find. They are the agency. They on the behalf of the fee they can recruit the person. Employment exchange. The exchange provide information about the job vacancy to job seeker. These can be private, also the government exchange. So through the information exchanges about the job vacancy to the job seeker, they can also hire through the employment exchanges. Casual callers. Many candidates visit the company by themselves and give interviews. The company may not need them presently but can call them anytime in future when there are vacancies. So when the vacancy is available, so candidates, those who wants to apply for that particular organization, so they that candidate visit the company by themselves and give the interview. So casual calling is provided by them. So company will call them for the interview. Labor contractor, manual worker recruited through the contractor who maintain close relation with such a labor, basically seen in the construction job. So in the construction job, we know there is a labor union, there is a contractor, the manual worker, those who want to apply for the contracting or for the work, those who want to maintain the close relationship like with the laborers. So we can they can hire from them. Basically, we can find this type of a situation in the construction job, not in the every organization. Gate recruitment. Gate recruitment in this method, a notice of the on the notice board of the company specify job detail of the job vacancy can be put, like this type of the vacancy is available in our organization that should be provide on the notice board. All the detail given on that notice board. This method is also called the direct recruitment. That means that if any employee, those who want to apply in that organization, if he or she see that information on the notice board, then he or she can apply on that. We can find this type of the notice board. Recommendation. Employee recruited through the recommendation by the trade union. Suppose if like any trade union, or if I want to recommend my friend, my family member, or anyone that I know, he or she should be has a particular skills for performing that task or job, I can recommend that. You can also recommend that. Praise advertising. Advertisement in newspapers and journals has wide reach. This method can be used for technical, clerical, and the managerial jobs. So through the advertising, most of the people also applied for the job. Merits. People having requisite skills, education, and training can be recruited. Those who have the skills, those who have the proper qualification, that can be recruited. Best selection made irrespective of caste, creed, religion, and the sex. Helps to bring new blood. That also helps the new blood, the new facial, those who wants to apply for that. Expertise and the experience from other organization can be bought. Like any expertise number, any experience through the organization, that can be also bought from this from the outside of the organization. Never dries up, applicable to the new firms as well. This is the merit. These are the merits of the recruitment. Demerits. Time consuming and expensive. Because lots, it's not like that only 10 people will apply, 5 people will apply for that. Time consume because it will take too much time in the recruitment process. The HR department, the assistant will collect all the recruitment applicants. It will take too much time. Employees unfamiliar with the organization and its orientation because they have the unfamiliar with the organization, so it will provide the orientation induction program for them. If higher level jobs are filled from external sources, motivation and loyalty of existing staff affected. This will happen because every employee, like those who are showing the loyalty towards the organization, they have the fear, they have the jealous about that. Okay, why? we are also the motivated. We give the 100% towards the organization. Why the organization didn't give the promotion us? Because we also deserve. Okay, but it also impact on that. If the organization did with that particular employee, so it happened. It also affect the motivation loyalty of the existing staff. So in the next lecture, we will read about the methods of the recruitment. Thank you.